Another one of my pet peeves. Y'all stop saying this, okay? I don't know why y'all keep saying this and thinking it matter. I know it's going to be some people that's going to agree with you because just a bunch of people that's in this boat. But y'all people that keep saying my best dog didn't have papers, or my best dogs didn't have papers, or I got good dogs and they didn't have papers. This whole paper thing. Now, if you don't care about papers, then you just don't care about papers. That's just you, because you ain't gonna do nothing with the dogs but do what you do with them. You ain't worrying about no integrity. You ain't worrying about, you know, breeding really probably. And if you do, you don't care nothing about hanging the papers or putting them on something else so you can get credit for them. If you that type of person, if you a certain level, if you a certain type of person, of course you don't care about papers. That's just like a criminal not caring about a gun with papers or a serial number. The gun's still gonna work when you try to rob or steal or do whatever you're trying to do, or put some work in. I mean, yeah, of course you don't care about the serial number, and or somebody with a stolen car or something like that. Of course you don't care about your title and stuff like that. The car's stolen. That's just basic sense. I guess you can put it like this: depending on what level in life you own, you ain't gonna care about the papers. Okay? But this trying to stick your chest out like, oh, my best dog didn't have papers. First off, just because you don't know the papers don't mean the dog didn't have papers. The mama could have had papers. The daddy could not have papers. Or vice versa. The grandmama could have had papers. The granddaddy could have had papers. The great grandmama could have. You don't know where the papers stopped at to come down from your dog. The dogs could have got stolen. See what I'm saying? Somebody could have gave somebody a dog and then said, I ain't giving you the papers until you pay me the rest of the money, or until you do this and do that. Deals could have fallen through. And then the dog don't got the papers no more. And somebody like, I don't care. I can sell the dog for $200-300 and keep it moving. I don't need the papers. And you screaming out, oh, my best dog didn't have papers. Yes, he did. You just don't know him. Something happened where the papers got lost. And you sticking your chest out talking about, oh, my dog didn't have papers. My best dog didn't have papers. Your dog did have papers. The deal fell through with a person that didn't pay the money and they didn't get the papers, and then they had a falling out, and then the person said, oh, I'm gonna breed them anyway without the papers, and bred them and made good dogs, because the dogs are the dogs whether the papers are with them or not. You just don't know where they come from. You don't know it's got classic blood or coming from off this dog that was a champion, or this dog that was a grand champion, or Rom or Chinaman and Jeep, and you don't know. And then you're going to tell yourself you don't care because you don't know. A lot of people do that, that I don't care. If I don't know my wife cheating, I don't care. Well, I guess if you don't know, you ain't going to care. Until you catch something or she get pregnant or something like that, then I guess you'll care. And like I said, it just depends on what type of person you are. But y'all need to stop saying, my best dog didn't have papers, or my dogs don't got papers and all that, and sticking your chest out like it means something, because all that mean is you don't know. All you saying when you say my dog don't got papers, it means you don't know. You don't know if it did have papers. You don't know what it come from. You don't know. You just feeding something, and you like it. It happens to be good in your eyes or whoever eyes, or whether you working them or not, and you see that he good or whatever. To me, that would make me even madder if I had a champion or a winner. Like I said, this is for entertainment and educational uses only. Some of this stuff may be true, may not be true. But if I had a top level dog and I didn't know how he was bred, that would make me mad. Because now, guess what? You don't even know what to chase no more. You don't know. Let me go chase some more of that Emmett blood. Let me go chase some more of that Mims blood. Let me go chase some more of that Stony blood. Let me go chase some more of that blackjack blood. You don't even know. So then something happened to that dog, because the dog ain't gonna live forever. Something happened to the dog, and then guess what? You be like, man, that was one of my best dogs, but I didn't have no papers on him. I didn't know how he was bred. And you can't even go chase it no more. Or right before he died, you don't know what to breed him to keep some of the blood still the same and make a better dog, or keep the stuff going. So like I said, that sticking your chest out, talking about my best dogs didn't have papers or my dogs don't got papers. Cool. I mean, if they don't got papers, they don't got papers, but trying to make it seem like papers don't matter, y'all, unless you the people I talked about in the beginning, underworld people, street people with no credibility on certain things, move certain ways, unless you those type of people, why wouldn't you want your documentation? Who don't want their documentation? What thing in this world work off not documentation? Even people with secret services and people that do stuff, you know, that in the movies that you think is fake but is real, they got documentation so they can move around, so they can go to different countries and go, you know what I'm saying? They might be fake, but they got it. You gotta have your documentation. Who don't want their documentation? So y'all sticking y'all chest out, keep saying my best dog didn't have papers and papers don't matter and all this and that. Stop it. Y'all just making yourself sound funny and stupid to top level people. It just means you don't know. When you constantly say that, it just means you don't know. And if you fine with saying I don't know what I'm feeding, I don't know the history, I don't know, I just know I like the dog. If you're fine with that, then I'm fine with it. And everybody else should be fine with it because it's your business. But it ain't nothing to be proud of. Let me just tell you, it ain't nothing to be proud of. You can say I don't know the papers and I wish I had them, or I don't got papers, it's cool, or whatever, but to stick your chest out and keep trying to act like it don't matter because you don't got them, it's not cool, guys. I don't care what nobody tell you. And like I said, if you're on the other side, then y'all do what you want to, everything can be cool because you're a different type of person. You know what I'm saying? You're somebody that don't care about documentation, that move a certain way. But for the average person, the average top level person that's likes their paperwork, like to keep their stuff together, like to know bloodlines, enjoy history, enjoy, you know, doing stuff. Just like people that make science projects and stuff like that. That's like saying I didn't take no documentation on how I got this magic potion. I just put stuff together and just let it happen. No, you're gonna take your documentation so you know, okay, I did this and I did that, and then I know, so I know I can redo it again. Y'all stop it. Stop saying this. Like I said, y'all constantly telling on yourself. Somebody gotta try to help you. I'ma try. Peace.